Yeah, the
My
most
God,
situation like that happens on that order.
we need more strict laws or bring back like insane asylums or something.
I guess that's a thing. I mean, there's still an insane asylum that exists on most occasions whatsoever. Like it depends on what
Yeah,
state you're in.
yeah.
It's
Here in
still
Canada, they don't exist. So like, yep.
all right. I already started recording. For context, we're talking about the two-man situation right now. James Key on Twitter posted Google Docs about this two-man situation, and I already read like not half of it, but like a quarter of that Google Docs. And
And
the only situation that I got from that Google Docs was for short, Too Mad did drugs. I would not say specifically, but I would say just one thing, which is Xanax. And yeah,
he did lots and lots of drugs,
yeah, lots of
over
drug.
nearly overdosing on all of them.
Yeah, he did nearly overdose on that situation whatsoever. And after that situation, he bought two firearms. He sells. By the way, he did sell the both of the same guns, but instead of like the real guns, it's the airsoft ones.
Oh boy! So he false sold them in order to fake the government out.
Well, it wasn't so. It wasn't like fake sold them. Like he actually sells them. Like he actually did.
Oh,
And
damn.
then after that situation, he did like bought it illegally. So either they got it on like he got it like through either
Some
black market
black markets
or through
somebody
online.
that he knew.
Like I don't know if we can actually get like I mean how can you like give a person a gun or how do you buy a gun without a permit or a license for it? That's the thing.
You can't. That's the thing. But here's the thing: some people find ways. People will always find a way around something, whether you want whether you want them to or not. Like that's how people exploit loopholes.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. I'll put the description of like the full on Google Docs of like the whole situation. If you want to look at it, you can just find it through the description. Uh,
Yeah,
I will not editing all of this. I will just put it as a full thing, so that way it would be easier for me to just upload it immediately. Uh, by the way, there's no music background to it. This is just full on one on one talk about the whole situation, not to mess around with it. Just a serious talk because the reason why it would be serious talk because like after reading the quarter of it, it makes me like full on
sick to our stomachs.
no, not sick on our stomach. This more likely like shocking. Like this is like the old like this is like the whole on it's like a postal controversial situation like that. Where
Yeah,
like
it's like when Postal first launched,
like
and
where
how everyone was
yeah
outraged about it.
like where parents were like strict of like this is really messed up. Like I don't want my kids to play this. Like this is exactly me. Like I don't I don't want my kids to be like more stay on the internet. Like I don't want my kids to be like all mean or more like a pain in the ass to take care of by many people. Like
That's why, like, that's why parents should limit what their child can see on the internet.
yeah, that's the thing. Like parents should learn on like if you live in the Philippines, like I understand like you give your kids like iPad because like it's really stressful here in the Philippines, but you cannot
Yeah,
give if you're in a live if you live in the US or somewhere where like you live in a rich neighborhood, you have no purpose of giving your kid a freaking iPad or something.
get a babysitter or something.
That's even worse than that one. Because like babysit
Yeah, but
because like
so
I
most
mean you
sorry,
yeah, you go ahead, you go ahead.
most parents are either going to be busy with a job nowadays or something else, and they can't really take care of their kids.
I guess that's fair. Because like, uh
Yeah,
it's just that it's mostly confusing of like you can't trust teenagers on certain points where like for example uh you cannot like expect like a teenager would just taking care of a child because of how like you're thinking that oh they're gonna be responsible. No,
They're
they're
probably
not.
not going to be responsible whatsoever.
Yeah, they're not gonna be responsible. They're just gonna be like, here's an iPad. Here's an iPad. You're gonna be bed at 9 or 10. Dinner will be ready up at like around like 8 or maybe 6, and then you can go straight to bed like after that situation. You can use your computer. You can use your laptop. You can use your gaming consoles, as long as don't bother me. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all. That's why you. That's what teenagers would. That's what like teenagers would do, in my perspective.
most
In my
most
perspective,
teenagers.
yeah. In my perspective though, that's what I'm thinking of because I don't think
Yeah.
like most teenager would do that one. There's like a lot of good and reasonable teenagers ones,
Yeah.
like the vegans, like they take care of it.
Vegans?
Yeah. Anyway, back to the two-man situation. After that one, he bought a firearm illegally, and then after the gun topics, he stalks either a high schooler or a college student because for some reason I don't know why of it though. I don't know what's the reason of why he stalks it, but he stalks it, and he stalks like everywhere where she lives, or what's her social media, what's her school, what's her work. He just did that full on non-stop. Like,
That's what stalkers do.
yeah, I
They'll
that's for
find out everything about you, and then they'll use that to their advantage to to do whatever goal they have.
yeah. That's just
Almost kind of like blackmailing, I guess.
I guess
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like blackmailing.
I guess they're like similar to it though, I guess. But
Yeah.
like it's quite weird like seeing the Google Docs about it, and then seeing like he stalks people, and then he was just like starting to do death threats on he started to do death threats on like Twitter or something.
Yep.
He there's also a tweet on James Key where two man using a firearm. He didn't shoot it, but he just pointed a gun at one of the victims that he did.
He thinks he's a gangster or something.
He doesn't seem like a gangster because like he's most likely a psychopath type of person, not a gangster. More
Yeah.
likely a psychopath.
Somebody that needs serious psych evaluation, a serious evaluation.
I guess like there's a reason why like for context of what I'm saying. There's this one episode of Cold Ones that I watched a long time ago. He mentioned that he has schizophrenia, and I was thinking like, okay, so okay, I can see why he's always like so reckless and messed up because like he had schizophrenia. But after I heard about like he's doing drugs, and I can see why he's had schizophrenia because of the drugs, I guess.
Probably.
Because like you can get schizophrenia without drugs, but I don't know if you can get I don't know if you can like get schizophrenia through drugs. So that's the thing. I don't know actually. Like
Yeah.
like that's really confusing to me for it. Wow. Man, that's just I'm just that's just that's it.
You're just like it's just fucking you're just amazed that he even did all of this.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm amazed. Like that's the first YouTuber that I ever, in my perspective, that's the first YouTuber that I ever seen, like who did a lot of chaos on social media and even on real life. Yeah,
Sadly, this won't be the last case ever.
yeah,
There will be somebody that goes after him like this again.
yeah. There's some like inspiration. It's like the Joker. like it's like the Joker, where like many people like when he died,
Or a
and
Hydra, you fucking cut one head off, two more pop up.
yeah, something like that. But hopefully there will be no like there's hopefully there will not gonna be like another one of those type of people who just did something like
Yeah,
Tuma did.
I'd hope so that there's not one that's like Too Mad for a while at least.
Well, mostly I'll just wait it.
Eventually,
Yeah,
it's gonna happen, but
hopefully not, because like the amount of chaos that he did, there's no way someone would just go. I would be just like Too Mad, and then do you think he would be
you know
popular?
what? I think I'm just gonna take after Too Mad. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take him as an example, and I'm gonna take after him.
I mean, do you think like you'll get popular for it though? No, of course not. You get popular from the government. Of course you can get popular by the government by
You'll have
doing
your
something.
15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, you get your 15 minutes of fame. It's kind of like similar to like Hotline Miami 2, where like the crew like they did something terrible to the bad guys, and then once the police noticed what they did, the police the police like killed them, and then one of the detectives saying like, you get your 15 seconds of fame. Now you did it. You got your fame, but but you had the consequences of the fame.
Yep.
Like if you became famous, there's a lot of consequences that you have when you became famous. Like there's a lot of people inspired by
A lot of
you.
people will dig up your past and all that other shit. So like, and besides, if you place stuff on the internet, it's on there forever.
Yeah,
You can't hide it.
you
Even if you
can.
delete it, somebody could have backed it up.
Yikes! Like that's really bad for it.
Basically, saved for future blackmailing.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. But
A
yeah,
racist tweet they tweeted out like 20 years ago.
I think like I'm really hoping that I'm not planning to be famous, but I'm kind of hoping for I'm not gonna be famous. I'm just hoping.
That would be a good idea to not be famous, honestly, because
I mean, I'm not saying that.
famous.
I mean, I'm not saying that I have like bad reputation in the past. I mean, I think I did. I don't know. I can't remember. But if one of the people who hates me, then you have the opportunity to just just
Completely and utterly fuck over.
yeah. If that happens to me, then I would just like I would say I would just like stop using the internet, and then just like never touch it again. I would. I mean, once you have like once you've been black mode, or once you just have like the best opportunity to just like be manipulated, or just being targeting on, that's where you just like you can't go anywhere nowadays. That's the thing.
Yep.
Like what else you gonna do? You can't create another account, you can't do anything about it. Your face is all around the world, and you just left that opportunity
Yep.
to what. uh I That's really bad. Yeah. Like this is the first podcast that I ever had that were serious. Actually, this is the first time I ever had. This is the first time I'm actually go serious on a podcast.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is the first time where we're all both serious. Like
like
this is something that is fucked up and should not have happened.
yeah. Like like one day, like one 5 years ago, your hero became like so awesome, so nice, so naive, until like one incident later, many people would notice it, and then they already know you as the evil villain.
It's like the saying, yeah, either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah. That's
And that seems to be happening way more often nowadays.
I guess so, yeah. I man. I guess that's how it goes nowadays, yeah. Like
For example, like so many animators, like the fucking guy called Notive. You ever heard of that guy, Roblox animator?
I guess so, yeah. Uh,
Fucking turns out he was a fucking pedo.
one of the animators that I could inspired with is, I think, what's her name? What's her name again? Uh Hold on, let me search it up. I remember there's a name for it.
These are the best.
Fuck. I turned on YouTube by accident. Um, who is it? I forgot who is it. I think it was Squeezy.
Squizzy.
Yeah, Squeezy. Squeezy was a Korean. I don't know if it's Korean.
Oh yeah, Squizzy, that fucking content creator, that bitch that abused her boyfriend.
Yeah, wait. Her boyfriend. I thought it was her editor.
No, they were a boyfriend.
Okay, so yeah, he was abuser and also a
Actually, it was
child.
she. She
Yeah,
abused.
yeah, she also into kids, I think, at that time.
I don't. Actually, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Well, I mean, come to think of it though, like once, like it's quite obvious, but I thought it's quite obvious of like she abused most of the mostly his boyfriend or editor. Uh,
Her.
her editor.
Yeah.
I'm not good with pronouns anyway. Fuck it.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sorry
Used
about that. It's just
yeah.
we're not talking about the boyfriend here. We're talking about Squizzy herself.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay. For
Sorry about that. I just
all right.
if people would get confused and
Yeah.
you know
Yeah. I understand. I understand about that situation. But like,
I don't mean to. So I don't mean to like keep correcting you by accident by
nah,
pissing you off here. I just
nah, you're
just
fine.
making
You're
sure.
fine.
Because,
I'm not angry, man. I'm not angry.
all right.
All right. Forget about Squidzy. Let's just come back to the two-man situation. Next, after the Twitter death threats,
He
uh,
threatened to go shoot up fucking TwitchCon.
yeah, he did threaten to. Well, he didn't actually threaten. There's like rumors of like there were rumors where Too Mad is about to shoot up TwitchCon, and once that rumor spreading, there's like there's a lot of security on TwitchCon, like literally a lot of security in there.
Which is a good thing because
Yeah,
they don't want a dangerous fucking lunatic to get in there and then hurt anybody.
yeah, literally that's a good thing. I'm actually happy that they would listen on that situation. To be honest.
Yeah, life life's our priority.
Yeah. After that situation, Too Mad tries to have a conversation to either his fans or people on Twitch. No, not people on Twitch. I meant like people on the TwitchCon, where like they pay money just to switch badge just to get in,
Fuck.
and and that's like bad situation, but whatsoever.
Yep.
Um, what else? I think like okay. So here's the thing. Uh, okay. So here's the situation during the TwitchCon, where a person named James, aka Jameski, uh, who is my personal favorite YouTuber. Uh, he he had the whole situation with Too Mad, and actually there's like a relationship between Too Mad and Jameski, and they both really really hate each other. I mean, Too Mad hated Jameski, and Jameski, I mean, he hates Too Mad, but he doesn't really really hate him that much.
Yeah.
But like after like Too Mad death threatened Jameski, reported to the police, and the police like they listened to Jameski, but they would just like but stay with Tim just to like it's like a witness protection. Yeah.
Uh.
Uh,
Sorry, something just happened.
Oh,
Okay.
what? Are you
Something.
are you playing?
Something just. Still playing Voices of the Void. Something just drove by on a fucking motorcycle, made a weird noise.
All right. Yeah. So after that situation, James K gets like he's nervously scared about like he cannot go home, he can't go anywhere because of Too Mad, and then like he sometimes like stays with his friends, because like he cannot go outside. Even in TwitchCon, he can't go outside. Like one time James Key got a notification on he got a notification where like a maniac was like in his area, and the police are like patrolling the village, the place is at. And then more security comes in. James Key was more worried, and then all of his friends leaves his house just to find another place to sleep in for the entire night, or either weeks or months. I don't know how long does it take to just, you know, get out of the house and then just still find some place to stay in.
Probably could take a while, to be honest.
Yeah, it would.
Depending on
Uh,
how like how integrated they were in there. They could take it could have taken a while. It could take a while to find a hotel room that's nice, that's not actually gonna it's not expensive, that's not too close, not too far.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, because like but yeah, after that situation, James Key reported to court on the whole two-man situation. The court listens to him, and and then just go on put Two Mad on the court. But for some reason, Two Mad goes to the court, but instead of like goes to the court, he just stays out with a professional, which I guess that could work. I mean, I don't know. Like, I I mean, I read the full. I read like half. I read like quarter of the docs, and the only thing I made it through was like the freaking the court violation. So I don't know if I'm right or wrong. So yeah, if you want to, I'm not really professional on the whole situation like this. To be honest, like I'm not a researcher. I'm not good with that situation. If you want, if you really want to like, if you really want to know a full professional research, I would recommend just like search it on YouTube, and you can easily find someone who just like, you know, make a full on research about Two Mad. But this right here, this is just a talk. We're just talking about this. We're just talking about
We're
this.
just
We're just
we're
talking about
just
the
yeah,
situation.
we're just talking about this and recording it.
Yeah.
Got to get some stuff out of our heads.
Yeah.
Just
The reason why I'm recording this, because like I've been talking to Cole about the Two Mad situation for a long time. Well, not a long time, but like an hour or so. Because I was shocked. I was like, I I'm just literally shocked because of how just
how fucking ridiculous this fucker was.
yeah, how ridiculous it is. But either way, he's gone for now. He's gone. Like that guy.
He's not coming back because he's in the ground.
It, we're
Either
not.
that or cremated.
Yeah. I'm. We've been here for 23 minutes, and I cannot think anymore. It's just it's just there.
In the back of your head.
Yeah. I I I yeah, I really wish like there's a full on support on James Key and most of Two Mad's victims. I really hoping they're gonna be supportive on
I
on
I hope
on
that they're being supported as well because of this motherfucker. Because how this motherfucker did that shit.
yeah. I'm I'm just glad that I'm just glad they're still fine until now. Until now.
Too Mad. If Too Mad was alive, he would not deserve forgiveness. He would not deserve another chance. He would be. He should have. Would. He would just be sent straight to a fucking prison and probably left to rot.
Yeah, I would just say that about that. Yeah, that seems to be right when it comes to death threats. To be honest, like
Yeah.
if you're screaming death threats to one singular person, then 100% you can actually get caught by the police.
Yeah. And I'm glad that they actually decide to do something about it instead of being a dumbass and not doing anything.
Well, the firearm situation did make them a dumbass a little bit.
Yes, perhaps. Well, not perhaps. Definitely because they didn't take them away right away for
I
some
mean,
stupid reason.
I guess so. I
Then
guess like
again, he was a dangerous armed individual that is kind of like a fucking psychopath. So, would you want to deal with that?
yeah, I would not deal with that. That would just-
They weren't, and I guess that in their heads they were like, "Yeah, we're not risking this."
I mean, I would say like I kind of wish like there could be like a freaking dog who were just like sniffing firearms on like houses. That would be good though. I'm gonna lie.
That would be amazing if they could get a dog to do that.
But at the same
But
time, at the same time, that would be end up being bad because of how like they would mistakenly.
how many houses actually have guns?
Yeah, that's that too because like I was about to say like like they would sniff out like one singular house and they like they sniff out guns, which is like one gun or like multiple guns. It depends like in what country you live in.
Yeah,
Because like for example, like your country doesn't allow guns exactly, right?
they don't really allow guns anymore at the moment. They did allow like us having like handguns at one point until Trudeau decided to remove that.
So
And
so
besides, remember, even if they removed our chances to have guns, what's gonna happen is people are still gonna find ways around it.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if your country ban guns, there's a lot of ways that you can get guns. Like, either get a license from a different country, or you can just or
No, you can't get a license from a different country. It has to be from the country
oh
that you're in.
so that's okay. That's how it goes. Okay, I thought you can just like if you have if you have a gun license, then you are allowed to just have a gun in different countries. That's what I'm figuring out.
Fairly certain that's not how that works, but I could be wrong.
Or maybe yeah. No, you're not. Maybe you're not wrong. Maybe you're right on that situation that whatsoever. Because like there's no way like for example you have a driver's license and you're like, oh, I have a driver's license but I live in London, so if I go to the U.S. and drive a car, do I still am I allowed to give away my license to an American police officer? No, you
More than like, no,
no.
actually, right, no.
No, of course not, because like you live in London, and the country you live in, the country you stay in is America. So
Yeah,
that make no sense of why you have a license from from London or from Brits or
I mean,
something.
it would only make sense if you're vacationing there.
That could maybe that could work though because like you know I mean what if you're in a rental car? That's the thing.
That makes more sense because, again, you're not from the state and you're vacationing. Either that, or well, you're just using the rental car
Or
because
maybe
you don't have enough money.
yeah that
Maybe.
yeah that's true. Or what if like if you have like a person with a gun license and then you can use a gun as long you can use a gun as long as you have a friend next to you, which has like a safety position for you to hold a gun. You know.
That would be interesting, but also that also probably wouldn't work.
Hmm. I thought it could work though because like I mean that's good. I mean that could be a good idea though. Like
Yeah,
if you don't have a
I
gun license and then if you're a tourist, if you don't have a gun license, you can like have a friend to get a gun license and then just like uh borrow a handgun from your gun license friends and then just use that gun as long as your friend is right next to you, like
here's the thing. They would want to be able to track you for it, you know?
yes, yeah, that could work. I guess
And then that's what having a gun license does, I'm pretty sure.
I guess oh hmm. I guess that how it works, I guess, yeah. uh, hmm. It's quite
That is a red planet. Nope.
that is so hard to understand, to be honest. Like for me, I never understand how license work, to be honest. Like I'm not
Neither do I, to be honest.
like
But
I'm not a full on adult yet. I mean I'm 21, but I'm not a full adult yet in my mind.
which is understandable.
But yeah, it's just that, you know, uh, what else that we can talk about on this serious one? I think this could be like, um, I have a friend who is like, I have a friend who is like a freaking either computer genius or not a computer genius who keeps saying that IP addresses are useless nowadays.
Yeah, they actually kind of are.
Really?
To be honest, I feel like they are.
Hmm.
Because literally nearly every fucking website gets your IP address.
Okay, but what if like doxing? Like is that like you can use your IP address to just the dox, right? Or not anymore?
I'm pretty sure they could just dox you with that, but then again, how are you going to be scared of that? Because literally every fucking website, once again, uses that exact information.
I guess that could work. Hmm. I I don't know to
Like
be honest.
here, let's
Like
look up. Let's look up why IP addresses are nearly useless. Here, why are IP addresses nearly useless?
okay, and go for the definition.
Why say IP addresses are harmless? Cybercriminals use your IP to hack your device. That's NordVPN. That's what it says.
I guess.
Although I still don't really trust NordVPN because
I mean,
it's a
I'm using.
VPN.
I mean, I've used NordVPN before, just for like just for like 5 or 10 months, and I guess it could be useful. I don't know to be honest exactly.
These days, not much. If somebody knows your IP address, they can scan your home network and try to find devices like your computer or printer and either attempt to break in or harass you. But if you use a common Wi-Fi router that blocks all incoming unisolated ports to your home, acts like a firewall, so port scan should do anything.
Hmm. I guess.
You can you can use an IP address to trace someone's movements online to a degree, but you need to access those logs which are not publicly available.
I guess.
IP addresses are also shared by multiple people in a home or business and tend to change frequently.
Okay. So that's how it works. Hmm.
These days, if a script kiddie amateur hacker learns your IP address, they're more likely to conduct a DDoS attack, which means sending much garbage data that you can't use your internet.
Okay. Oh, man, that's just crazy. Ugh. Like like there's most like I know like many people saying like I know with many people saying like you don't get. I mean, of course you're scared of course you get scared of your IP address getting leaked, or like you're scared of those situations because like you're new to the internet, or you're scared of the internet. That's what it is.
Yeah,
For me personally, I am I am scared, but at the same time I am just accepting my fate, I guess. That's how it goes.
and I honestly don't think that you really should be that scared. Because, again, like it said, IP addresses are nearly useless if you have like a firewall or Wi Fi router like that.
Well, hopefully I have, I guess.
But then
Mm.
again, still, like, there's really nothing to worry about.
Hmm. Well then I guess, yeah, I guess there's something to worry about, but
The
hopefully.
only problem is if some script kiddie that on a video game learns your IP address and gets angry with you, it's a lot harder to make them stop harassing you.
Yeah, I think that's like the same situation happens on most video games way back in the day. Well, not way back in the day. We're likely like from last 2 years ago or last year. Because like for context, GTA Online on the PC version last year it wasn't safe to play because hackers are like getting in the servers and uh and then like many people go to your IP address or go to your like or setting DDoS attacking on your server network. Like that happens on GTA Online way back in the day last year.
Yeah.
And me and a bunch of me and a bunch of the crew, we stay off GTA Online for about, I think, a week, a week or so, we stopped playing that game. Ever since that DDoS, ever since that attack.
Which is understandable.
Yeah, and I wasn't scared at that time, but I was really bored at that time.
Yeah,
Like
because
in
like you have nothing else to do.
yeah, but like not in not GTA Online itself, but most likely GTA 5 as well, because like even if you're not in Rocks, even if you're not in like in GTA Online, you still get your IP leak, or you're getting a DDoS attack by the hackers, because
And in which case, you could just shut down your Wi-Fi for a little while and wait it out.
yeah. Hmm. I guess that's is there any more situation that we can talk about? I think that's it.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. The whole two man situation, it ended today, and everything will be happy around like a month or so. So
Until some idiot tries to fucking replicate what he did.
hopefully no one. But let's just not hope for it.
Yeah.
Let's just let's just be happy of what we got today, and pray for the victims of better health.
Yep.
All right, I guess
Hope the victims have better health
yeah.
and are not gonna be scarred by this.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully this video won't get demonetized, or hopefully this video is not gonna get banned by YouTube, because this is just an educational video. This is just a rundown of what's my perspective of like the whole two match situation. This is not this is just an educational video.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. All right. That is all for now. Goodbye, and I guess that's I guess that's the end of the podcast. It's not episode. This is not episode 4, or this is not a continuation of the Level Up podcast. This is just a uh this is just a
One-off episode.
yeah, one-off episode of like um of of the whole thing. I'm probably gonna announce it soon, I guess, maybe, because like because my YouTube channel doesn't have like the whole Operation Level Up podcast situation. I mean, I did announce it, but I didn't have any progress for it right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that is all for now. Goodbye. No more ending walkways. We just gonna end here now.
Yep.
All right.